Okay everyone, let's try and have some fun. Hope everyone's well today. About a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I don't remember. While I was going to see a movie, I noticed this poster for this movie called Something Wicked. And I had not seen a trailer for this film, only the poster. No promotion, only the poster. And so I was really curious because when I looked at the credits below and I was trying to see who was actually in this movie that I've never actually ever heard of, I noticed that the late actress Brittany Murphy was in the film. And it turns out it was the last film that she completed before she died in 2009. But it's taken 5 years for this film to finally get finished and released. And how do I explain this film? Well, it's not very easy to explain because, again, you know, the only reason I wanted to see this film, I didn't see a trailer, I had no idea what this film was about at all, because of Brittany Murphy. I always loved Brittany Murphy as an actress. I loved her in 8 Mile, Sin City, Clueless, Girl Interrupted, and many other films. I think she was a fabulous actress that was just taken way too soon. And it's really sad that she and her husband passed away not too long from each other, and it's just a tragic experience from the whole thing. So really the only excitement that I had about seeing this film was to see Brittany Murphy back on the screen one last time. And the film, I can't really explain what this film is actually about. Though Brittany Murphy, to my surprise, even though she gets the last credit, I guess because she's the only star in the movie, she's actually an important part of the movie somewhat. But the film revolves around this young couple that wants to get married, and it seems like everything is getting in their way. And for some reason it said, this film said that it's inspired by a true story, which could mean absolutely anything. After watching this, I'm really curious what the true story actually really was, because it's got to make more sense than this film. Because this film doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a horror film? Does it want to be a suspense movie? Does it want to be a thriller? Does it want to be an intentional comedy? And I think the only thing that it succeeds is being an intentional comedy. That's it. I mean, there was at least 10 times in this movie that I lost it. I was laughing so much. I don't think I've laughed that much in any real comedies that I've seen this year. I was going completely insane because I was like, what is this film's problem? What's going on here? I don't understand. It's great to see Brittany Murphy on the screen, and she's okay. She doesn't bother me that much. And it's just sad that this is her final movie. That's the sad thing, that this is her final film. That we're not going to get a chance to see her anymore in new films, and this is it. And this is her last one, and that's the tragic part of this whole experience. Because I don't know what I've just witnessed. You know, I would say that this movie is almost so bad it's good. Almost. I mean, I would say if you want to see something that will, I don't know, that'll just question your whole insanity, then maybe this is the film to go see, because I don't get what the filmmakers are trying to do here. I mean, sometimes the editor, one of my major problems to begin with was the editor seemed like it would just go on these huge tangents, these huge like seizure moments, and it would, I don't know, these flashing would go on, and I feel like I was going to have an anxiety attack watching the first few minutes of the movie. And then, I know, it just goes into these ridiculous, unmotivated situations. Characters come out of nowhere. You don't understand any of the reasons that are happening. Why are these people doing these certain things? Now, again, it says it's inspired, so maybe there was a real story that is grounded somewhat in reality. But this film is so far from reality that it really has no idea what it wants to be. It's completely insane. And it's just a tragedy that this thing actually is weirdly exists in some weird universe. I almost felt like I was watching some sort of person's fever dream, and I couldn't wake up and get out of it. At the same time as I was mildly entertained to the fact that I actually enjoyed the experience, the 90 minutes, even though it did feel like it took forever. I actually enjoyed the 90 minutes or so that I was part of this ride, because it was so bad, it was good. And kind of watchable, but not in a good way. I mean, this is one of the worst films I've seen in 2014, and of course, the most unintentional comedy of the year. I'll probably put it on my worst of the year list, of course, but I would say if you're curious and you want to see Brittany Murphy's final film, but don't go see it because you want to see a good Brittany Murphy performance. Go see it. Go see this movie only the fact that you're going to see something that's completely bonkers, that doesn't know what it's trying to say. Characters are just flown in there, flown out. There's no real motivation. Things happen out of stupidity. And then there's some things where, like, weird, just things that kind of disgusted me that happened between a brother and a sister that I was like, they're brother and sister, right? I mean, I don't know. You got to see the movie to see that. I'm speechless now. I'm completely speechless. I'm done talking. I don't have anything more to say. This is one of the strangest experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Again, not one of the worst experiences. It is one of the worst films of the year, but not one of the worst experiences I've ever had because, I don't know, just something inside of me really enjoyed it. Enjoyed whatever I was watching. Now, I wouldn't say this is as bad as The Room. No, no way. No way at all. But, you know, it tries to get as close as it can to that kind of awfulness. Just inane, inept situations that are just flying all on the wall. Bad acting, bad storytelling, bad direction, bad everything. I mean, it's just bad. And for that, I'm gonna give Something Wicked. Woo, who cares? I'm gonna give it 1 star, of course, out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com. And if you've enjoyed this movie review, if you want to call it a movie, I don't know. Seemed like a nightmare to me. A strange one. Whatever. Please click right here, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And I'll talk to you at my next video movie review. Peace be with you, my friends. Bye. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna puke.